Hello everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that everybody is having a blessed evening, afternoon, whatever it may be at this point. So thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We are in Julie's Woodkits events. We are celebrating one of the admins who happens to be a very good friend of mine, Miss Carla from Carla's Bayou Creations. So definitely stick around and make sure that you go watch all the replays for today. And again, thank you for popping in and being here. I truly appreciate it. Alright, so I am going to continue working on something that I know Miss Carla loves, and that is and that is going to be your chipboard type albums. Hi, Miss Carla! Happy early birthday, my friend! I hope that you are doing well. It is so funny. We had this whole thing, me and Caroline, today about, your birthday. Like, she was not understanding why people were wishing you happy birthday when your birthday's not today, and I was trying to explain that there was an event, so people were wishing you happy birthday, and it's all good. Hi there, Miss Sheryl. Thank you guys for giving me a second to figure things out a bit here as I was getting ready. So if I sound a little shaky or anything, just literally before I came on, hubby was asking me something, and for those of you who don't know, he had a stroke 2 weeks ago. So right now, anything that's different is alarming. And he's having something going on with his eyes. So I was like, do we need to run to the hospital? He was like, no, we don't. But I'm like, because last time that's what he said, and this is what happened. So oh yeah, that's not fun. That is definitely not fun, having it flicker. I don't like that. So, hi there, Miss Chandra. Welcome in. Hi there, Miss Julie. Thank you for having the event and for allowing me to be part of it. Hello there, Miss Barbara. I hope that you are all having a blessed Monday, that we are starting today off strong and all the good things. So, let's get rolling. Please make sure that you... Thank you for the prayers, Miss Chandra. I appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. So we are going to turn you guys down, and I'm going to continue working on this journal here. It is a chipboard album, and it's something that I kind of showed Miss Carla once, and she absolutely loved the idea. So I've been working on this one, and I thought I would continue working on it because I know it's something that she loves. She loves working with wood. She also loves journaling. And I was like, this is, up her alley. So I'm going to be working on this, and I hope that she likes the idea that I'm working on this. So, yay. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we have, the word is beach, and we have the C and the H are left. The C and the H are left as far as the letters that we needed to paint, and we'd come up that we were going to do this one in a cream, and then this one in the teal, which I still have on my desk so that I would remember which color it was that we were using. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this painted up because I think that would be good. So, hi there, Miss Julie. Hello to everybody. I hope everybody is having a blessed day today. It is the start of a new week. Like, how crazy is that? Like, where did time go? Like, I'm seriously wondering. Hi there, Miss Mary. Where did time go? Like, I really, really do wonder. Oh, ah. Yes, I hope she's enjoying it too. Now, knowing you, Miss Carla, you probably were working today. Because it seems like every time I look, you're working. You're a hard-working lady. So nothing wrong with hard work at all. Tried explaining that one to Caroline, that, you know, because she was like, I requested off for my birthday, and I was like, child, I hope you realize that, you know, as an adult, you don't really have that much of a choice. So, so you were, you were at work today. Alright, so I'm actually using cashew right now, which is a chalk paste, but it is that kind of like creamy tone. Because I pulled out white, but I think that's going to be too much of contrast. So I'm going to use this one. And I'm not too worried if I do get paint on the side, because we're going to do gold like we've done with the rest of them, okay? Yeah, you'll be at work at your birthday. Hopefully they'll spoil you at work, though. I remember that was one of the things that I really liked, was when I was at the lab. Like, the ladies would make sure to, like, decorate my area, and there'd be balloons, and, you know, they'd have, they'd bring, like, cupcakes in or something. The doctors would pay for my lunch that day. They always try to make a big deal, which was always really nice. Oh, I'm sure, because you're like a grandma to them too, so I know that that's like even extra. So I know you've said that some of the youngsters there kind of look to you in that way, which is actually really cool looking. You know, because it's good that there's that respect and that bond. So that's awesome. But I'm right now, I'm gonna tell you, I know hubby's like, oh well, I have an appointment tomorrow, on Wednesday. Yeah, well, if those eyes of his keep on looking puffy and bloodshot, we're going to the hospital. I don't care what he says. Because that's, oh yeah, this man, I swear. Hello there, Miss Rona. Welcome in. Hey, everybody. If I didn't say hi to you already, I am so sorry, y'all. I am trying to keep up with the chat and also keep my composure, so. Welcome in. We are in Julie's Woodkits event group, and today we are celebrating one of the admins, who also is a very good friend of mine, Miss Carla. Hi there, Miss Kristen. And it is her birthday. Well, her birthday will be this week, but this event is all a birthday bash event, so to celebrate her, and I'm super excited. I know I don't get to see you for your birthday, my sweet Carla, but guess what? The clock is ticking down. I get to see you next month. I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited. Carla's, I know you're excited. I know Caroline's excited. Where everybody's all happy. Hi there, Miss Lori. Hello, Miss Kathy. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. So I am working on a chipboard album. These are great to have as brag books. You know, because you can just add a few pictures in. You don't have to do like anything like super crazy. I know best still. Oh, he knows I know best. But he also knows that if I really think I'm going to fuss at him enough that we will go. So, yes. Now, I'm trying to remember, because I have a page, and I think this one was meant to be here, I think. Let me see. Was it? I think that's... No. Or was it meant to be back here? I think it's meant to be on here, but for that, if I remember right. I think so. So then this needs to stay with this one. I need to not confuse myself of which page goes where. At least that's what I'm trying to do, because whatever we put down on this paper is what we're going to see through there. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, because I didn't label it. No, I don't think that was supposed to be it. I don't think so. I think I'm right. This has to, that's going to be on the H. So then that means that we need to have something for this one. And what I like to do is I like to try to use the openings, kind of like I did here, to showcase something underneath. So I'm trying to make sure that I have that. Hey there, Miss Alicia, how are you? Thank you for popping in, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, so we kind of have where I would want maybe like a solid piece back here, but I'm thinking that instead of a technically solid piece, maybe we could add oh, come on now. Like the coral. Let's see how the coral would look if we put it on the background. I think that looks good. I think the coral looks good. So I think that's the one I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the coral. Welcome into everybody. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming and popping in. I really do appreciate you guys. We are celebrating Miss Carla, and we are doing a birthday bash for her today. And I remembered how much she liked the I just remember how much she liked the board book, so I was like, I'm gonna continue working on that because I think she'd like that. Oh, I kind of like how that looks. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. I'm just trying to figure out which of these papers would possibly look better. Now remember that our C is going to be like that. So we could have yellow, which I think might be a little too bright. And then we could have this blue, or, hi, welcome in, hey there, Miss Barbara, or we could do the coral in the background. Oh, I'm going for the blue. The blue looks so good. So that's the one we're gonna do. We're gonna do the blue. We're going to do the blue. We're going to do the blue. The blue. We're going to do the blue. And then see, my C is gonna go right on top here. So I do need to make sure that my paper does come far enough that it will cover. All right, so let's get this all doing. Yeah, the blue looks so much better. I agree. Okay. So I'm using a paint pen for this. You love the blue too. I'm doing a paint pen. If you're steady-handed and you can do a paintbrush, definitely, I mean, whatever is easiest for you. In my case, I just know that this is a lot easier. So I'm just using my paint pen in gold to get all of my areas. I love this paper because it is underwater, mermaid, and it's steampunky. So there's like little gears and stuff mixed in with like the coral and the mermaids. So I really do like it a lot. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it again, because this is graphic 45 and I think it's an older one, so I might not be able to, but I like the challenge of a hunt. So I just thought it's gonna be really, really cool. I see comments, Miss Julie. I do see comments. I know that some, so I'm going to tell you, I have noticed that when I'm commenting just on my phone in somebody's live, I notice that, like, I don't see anybody's. It's odd, okay, and I don't know what the heck is going on with FB, but I'll be commenting, right? I'll be commenting, and then all of a sudden all the other comments stop and the only comments I see are mine. And I don't know what is up with that, because I don't get it. I really, really do not. I really, really do not get it. Why it's doing that. If I don't comment, I see everybody chit-chatting, but the moment I start commenting or say something, like, it freezes and all I see are my comments. I don't see anybody else's comments, and I don't know why it's doing that. And I'll be on my personal page and it'll do that. So it's not like, oh, it's because you're on your business page. I don't know what's up with it. I really don't know if they're trying to do some kind of weird update or something. I don't know what it is. I know you normally only say hi when you pop in, puppy. Thank you for coming on. Alright, so let's get glue on here and get our blue paper down. But see what I mean? by, it has the mermaids and it has all the gears going on. It's a very cool paper. It's crazy today. My comment wasn't showing up in a couple of lives either. They started showing up when Trudy. See, my thing is like, it's been doing that for me now for a while. Okay, it's been doing that to me now for a while, and it's aggravating to say the least. Because, you know, and then I'll have people that will see that I pop up and they're like, you know, hey, and, you know, I feel bad if I don't say hi back, but the moment I do, then I stop seeing anybody else's comments. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. I'll go out and I'll come back in and it doesn't change it. So I really have no clue what's going on. It is definitely a FB thing for sure. And I'm glad to know that it's not just me. So it's not like, oh, it's a phone thing, or, you know, because sometimes we wonder if our phones are the cause of half of the issues, but not in this case. Okay, so let me get my paper on, and I only have about a second or so to move it, because this is the Aleene's Turbo Tacky, which is just like your art glitter glue. And let me tell you, when you put it down, you better be 100% sure that that's where you want it, because that is where it's going to go. You really don't have much. So, you don't have much of room to play with this one. I like that though, because it does hold quick and I'm not there having to hold stuff. But you better be sure of what you're doing, or be very close to where you want it. You know what I'm saying? It is definitely a lot cheaper than the art glitter glue, and it works really great. It is very aggressive. That is true. It is very aggressive. You just gotta manhandle it. So, yeah, see, I don't, for as much money as they've got, you would think that they would, you know, they told us they can't save our videos because it takes up data space, blah blah blah, and they don't have the capacity to store. Okay. Well, but you ain't got the capacity to keep things working properly either, so like, what gives? Right? I mean, I'm just saying. Just saying, I'm just pointing it out. Obviously, we save all of our bits and bobs. And now we can put this part down. And then we can finish putting our gold on it. And, you know, it is chipboard, so if you ever wanted to make some of these, you definitely could. I know Miss Carla also has a laser, so you could always reach out to her to cut you some up as well if you needed to. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure. And I love these little things. I get these at the Dollar Tree. They're amazing at helping you hold things in place. So if you ever need any clips, these are the small ones. I also do have the big ones, but right now we're using the small ones. I had to cut something out, but you're done. Ah, see? But yeah, see, Miss Carla can cut you up some of these chipboard pieces. So if you ever wanted to make an album, one of these, you could definitely send her a message. And I mean, think about it. Like, I've done the word love. This is the word beach. You could really pick anything that you can think of, any type of theme, and I think that is actually pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to use paint, the same paint from there, just to kind of get the edge here and finish that off, so that at least it'll be all complete, and it'll match, you know what I mean? Because if I were to take this and turn it this way, it's the opposite direction, and that would honestly bother me more. So I'm just gonna paint it. I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a paint job, and it'll help it tie in with that side. And then if I can find like a thin lace or something, you could even lay it over that if you wanted to, just to help with the you know, the edging part, you know, just in case if that might bother you some. So right now here we are mixing decoupaging, painting, right? So if you have not ever noticed, I love to mix my mediums. So that's why if I ever had to describe myself, I describe myself as a mixed media artist, because I do love to mix all of the different things. I am so excited that the retreat is just around the corner. Also makes me nervous, of course, but excited too. And I'm so excited because I get to see my Carla, and I get to hang out with her, which is amazing. I'm very talented in mixing the mediums. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, so the moment you put a little bit of lace there, you're not even gonna notice it. You won't even notice that there's the line differential. And at least this way it coordinates with the end, and we're not having to stress over patterns that are not in the same direction, because that irks me. Okay. I said it doesn't take much, but these help so you're not sitting there holding. And they are still $1.25, and I think it's a pack of 6 that you get of the little ones. Now you only get a pack of 2 of the big ones though, which kind of sucks, but you know. Hey there, Miss Sherry, how are you, my sweet friend? Hello, hello, welcome. How is your day today, dear? I'm actually going to see if I can cut some of this. Let's see, can we? If not, it's fine. I will just edge it. How are you doing today, dear? I hope you are having a good day, Miss Sherry. It is Monday, y'all. It is the beginning of the week. It's been strange. Not teaching, but even stranger knowing that, you know, not even planning for, because usually even though we're, you know, off in July and June, you're still already planning for the next school year. So to not even have the planning part, it's just weird. Just weird not having that, you know? Knowing that that side of that chapter is done. You know, sometimes finishing a chapter in life can be sad, but at the same time you have to think about what new chapters get opened up when one closes. So I am excited for this new chapter. Yay, you got to go to church. Awesome. I know you were telling me how happy you were that you were cleared for, you know, for that. That is amazing, my friend, because I know how much you missed that. There better not be a ghost behind me. Alright, so now that we have this all nice and done, I'm just going to give it a little bit of an edge here with my pen. Again, if you want a similar look, you can do this with paint, but I normally on a good day don't have steady hands, and right now I'm even less steady because I'm still shaking a little bit with everything. So yeah, new paths are part of life, exactly. And I've had people ask me, like, how do you feel? All your kids graduated now. Well, it's definitely different. That's for sure. You know, now conversations revolve around work, not school work. You know, around big decisions in life. All those kinds of things. It's just different, right? That's all it is. It's a new path, and You just have to be accepting of whatever the new path will hold. Because, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I've been teaching for the past decade. So, because even when I was working, I still would take one day off to teach. But then I'm here now sitting down and sending out information for the Alaskan craft cruise that we're planning for next year, and it makes me very, very happy. I mean, because, like, even with everything going on with gear, this is all new. Like, we have to, you know, navigate this new path of what things are gonna look like, be like for us, right? And it's all good, it's all wonderful. Alright. That's the one thing I don't like about paint pens, is that you're constantly having to, like, pump them. So I might think I'm gonna come back and do the rest of the C here. Well, I don't have that much missing though, so let me go ahead and finish it, because I do want to try to get the H done so we can see what that's gonna look like. You know, I've tried Posca pens and I always have issues with them, but I really like this gold pen, and I wonder if this brand makes any other colors, because I really do like how it works. It actually works quite well. It's called Painters. That's all it says. Huh, they have an office in Atlanta. The address is on the pen. Ah, that is funny. No, Miss Trudy. Don't worry about it, dear. I would rather know that you were driving safely, okay? Y'all, I was going out with my daughter earlier, and we were sitting at the light talking about driving safely. We're sitting at the light, this major four-way that we have coming right off of the interstate. And we're waiting, and there's a vehicle next to us, a big old pickup truck. And the light to turn left goes green, which means that obviously the people in front of us, their left turned green, and this car bolted forward straight. We still had red, and so did they, because they were right next to us. Me and Caroline were like, oh my god, because he literally went straight and all the cars are trying to turn. Like, do people not think, like, oh my goodness, that was I swear, I don't understand how people do that. Like, why would you be so reckless? Why? Okay, so this here is going to go in the teal. that was the color that we had talked about. Yeah, I just don't get it. I do not get why people are so reckless. I really do not understand that. Okay, so this is Tropical Green by Folk Art, and I really love it. They are too much in a hurry. Yes, Miss Kathy, you are correct. You are correct. Like, we were coming back and saw another accident, and I looked at the vehicle and I told my daughter, I'm like, that is some Final Destiny crap right there, because literally there were because it was not too far from our Lowe's, and there were these massive, I'm guessing they were like 2x4s or something, that were inside through the windshield of one of the vehicles. And I was like, you know what? I watched Final Fantasy and it scared the bejeebies out of me. And that is why I will not get behind a truck that has logs or pickup trucks or vehicles that have, wood beams. Because that's exactly what I think about. And to actually see it, like, you think about it, but to actually see it, like, to see that happen and see a vehicle that is in that circumstance, I was like, yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, this is why I'm definitely continuing my paranoia of staying away from any vehicle that has logs or wood beams, because people don't secure crap, or they do stuff, one hit into the other, and evidently the stuff went in, and it went all into the passenger side. Now, by the time we were coming by, all that was left was a cop waiting for wrecker trucks, but I'm like, I don't want to know, and all I can do is pray that everybody is fine, because that was some stuff. I'm just saying, that was some stuff for sure. People just need to slow down. Like, it is not that bad, As my husband always says, leave a little earlier. Leave a little earlier. Don't be in a rush. I mean, I've gotten to where even if I'm like headed to an appointment or something, I'll call and be like, look, I'm running late. Instead of me trying to dash and get there for that 15-minute grace period, I would rather call and let them know. And if they're like, yes, that's fine, we'll give you, time or whatever, than me to try to dash and end up in an accident. Because it's not that bad. Nothing is worth rushing like that. Hi there, Miss Sheila. How are you doing, my friend? So, for anybody who's popping in, today's event theme is Carla. Yes, our sweet Cajun Queen Carla from Carla's Bayou Creations birthday bash. And we are here in Julie's event group. Thank you, Miss Julie, for hosting this event. Yeah, drugs, alcohol, they don't keep the distance. Not just that, phones. Because I bet you what happened was that person next to me was on the phone, and all they got was a glimpse of green in their eyes, and went without realizing that the green was for the lane next to them to turn, not the green to go forward. Because I'll bet you that's probably what happened. So. But yeah, you know, I understand why my daughter is terrified of driving, and it's because of people like that, like what we saw today. Of course, you know, me and her brother are like, you can't live your life in fear, which is true. You just have to be more cautious, because you know that there's idiots out there. So you just have to be a little more cautious, that's all. And, but yeah. Yeah, mobile phones are the worst. Those are the ones that are causing a lot of issues. A lot of them. Okay, so let me come in here, because remember, I want to see a specific image out of my sea. I want to see the mermaid peeking through. So that means that I need to find where it is that this is going to best sit. So what I'm doing is I'm lining up my holes here at the end so that I can make sure that I'm getting the paper over here where I want it, okay? And that way, see, when we have everything sitting together now, okay, through this sea, we will see the mermaid, okay, we'll see the gentleman, and we'll see some of the gears and stuff, so I love it. That's exactly where I need this to be. So, use my nail there. I'm going to trim this so that I know that I'm right where I need to be. Oh wow, I just lost that blade. Down in the pile of doom. Which means that who knows if I'll recover it. Okay. So let's get some glue down. Now this is a little bit bent here, but I know that I'm gonna do the iron, that'll help. So I'm gonna use the iron on here. Seriously? It's raining. It's one of them summer showers because the sun is out. Well, jeepers. That's definitely not nice. Alright, I'm going to use my glue mixture. You can use Mod Podge or any kind of decoupaging medium that you like. I'm going to do this because it's just going to be easier, especially just to iron on instead of trying to glue it down with my glue. So I'm just going to do this. And my glue mixture is just school glue and distilled water. I use distilled water so that bacteria doesn't grow. Hello there, welcome in. Hi there, keeping it personal. You've got the big old hi. So hi back. I know that there's people that, you know, swear and love their Mod Podge, or some of the brands that have decoupaging mediums. That's why I say use whatever it is that you like. This works for me, and is honestly, it's cheap. Like, why? It's gonna do the job. So I'm not worried about having to Miss Krista, by, I would say, the first week in July. That way your secret sister will get it. I think I had said that during the in the little video, but I'll definitely remind everyone about that. So first week in July, I'm sending out everybody's kit to make sure that everybody gets it. That way there's, you know, 3 to 4 weeks for the mail to get you your kits to you. And I would say the same with your secret sister as well. How exciting. Y'all excited? Of course. You're quite welcome. You are quite welcome. Now, if you really need to move your paper around, which I probably am going to need, I'm going to dry this just a little bit, because we'll reactivate the glue when we iron it, okay? And don't worry, it's chipboard. Chipboard can take the moisture, it can take all of those things, okay? Alright, so I'm going to bring that C back in, just so that it can help me to gauge, because I think I can. I think I can. Alright. Ah, see what I mean? I put it down wrong. Now I use resume linen paper, so it is a little thicker to use. Oh, Miss Kathy, for the retreat, the ladies that are doing a virtual are also participating in the Secret Sister swap. So that's what Miss Krista was asking about. So I'm hosting a retreat at the end of July, and there is a virtual option for that. And the ladies from the virtual option wanted to do Secret Sister along with the ladies that are in person. So we got all that rolling. It's gonna be fun. You see Wizard of Oz on my table? Yes. This was a playing deck that has now all been sold. It left as soon as it came. So I'm gonna be on the hunt for another one. Because I love to use playing cards in my journals for altered cards or journaling cards, and so I also sell them. And that one that literally sold in a matter of a day. A lot of people like it. I found the first pack that I found, I actually bought at the Wizard of Oz museum in Florida. If you guys ever go to Port Canaveral, there is a Wizard of Oz museum out there. Y'all highly recommend going to see it, especially if you're a Wizard of Oz fan like me. They got all kinds of cool stuff. And but that one I actually found when me and hubby went up to North Georgia. I found it in a small little shop. They had it. So, hey, that's fine. Be nosy. It's all good. Alright, so this is all, see, now it's nice and flat. So this one I need to trim down. But look, see, now when I go to put this together, I am going to see the mermaid. I'll see a little bit of the gentleman because it's going to cut right here because of the H. Right? Because our H is going to go right there. So our H will go right there. I think that came out super cute. You do? I love it, which is why when we were trying to find something to do before we had to, before we would go on our cruise, I think it was last year, the year before, I saw that they had a museum. I looked at hubby and I was like, oh, you know we gotta go there. So, alright guys, my time is up, and we're going to go see our next presenter. So, yes, it is a great theme. They have an immersion thing and everything that makes you feel like you're walking down the little the yellow brick road, all of it. Hey, I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do, Miss Trudy, right? So I get you. I completely understand that. You gotta do what you gotta do. So, thank you guys so much. This is pretty much finished. All I gotta do is slap the H on and put gold on the edge of it and trim the rest of this off, and it's pretty much done. So, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Please make sure to keep each other in your prayers. Always send positive thoughts, and happy birthday, Miss Carla. I love you all, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao.